Well, hello. Welcome back to another exciting edition of Coffee with Stephen. So, this week's blog is entitled Supreme Decisions. And you probably have an idea of what it's about. Last week, obviously, there was a huge, I always like using this word, kerfuffle about a leaked Supreme Court decision in Hobbs, which ultimately would, if it actually were to be the decision that's issued on the Supremes, overturn Roe v. Wade. Now, there's a lot of animosity and angst besides both sides on the abortion issue, and I'm really not going to articulate my position on this. It's not relevant, frankly, to the entire discussion. There was a massive amount of hand wringing, disgust, this sort of a furious behavior on the part of abortion rights activists, thinking that the federal government would not guarantee a woman's ability, or, well, actually, in today's day and age, a human's ability. Actually, I'm not even sure that's relevant. A unit's ability to have an abortion. On the other side, there wasn't a lot of particular excitement for the fact that the leaked Supreme Court decision would seem to suggest that they are, in fact, going to overturn Roe v. Wade. What they were really focused on, rather than taking a victory lap, I suppose, was the fact that the thing got leaked to begin with. And this was clearly done for the purposes of trying to motivate the justices to sway their decision prior to the actual release. Now, there's this fascination that we have with the courts, and me included, where we give them this sort of higher status than other branches of government. This is, by the way, by design. Remember that the courts have no real inherent power to enforce anything. They are completely reliant on the executive branch to enforce any decision that they ultimately come up with. So there's a magistry, for lack of a better term, that's associated with the courts in order to gin up this belief system. Even look at the way that the court itself is physically laid out, with the judge sitting up on a dais, looking down on the, contestants in this, judicial proceeding. It was interesting. I will tell you, reading the decision, I read the whole decision. Reading the decision that Alito drafted, I've got some problems with it. Okay, while I do believe that Roe v. Wade was intellectually dishonest in its way of developing a concept of a woman having a right to privacy, as it's been articulated, I'm not sure that if this opinion actually becomes the correct opinion, it's any more intellectually honest. It's got some fundamental problems, which I'll go over in subsequent blogs. In any event, I hope you do read it. I think you'll find it interesting. As always, I want you to train constantly, train consistently, train repetitively, and train with purpose. Above all else, stay safe.